All right, here we go. We're gonna do a little training today. And we're gonna play a little game. This is for Joey Nineballs. He was asking about this after their stream. Basically, he was asking me, how do I hit the ball softer? And I said, you practice it. So we're gonna play a little game called Let's Hit the Ball Soft. How soft can we hit it? Okay, we got a little back cut here on the one ball. And let's give it a little more angle because that's a little more stressful. If we got a little more angle, because then we're hitting the ball what? We're hitting it thinner, and then what happens? More energy stays on the cue ball? Remember Ted Knight and Kajak? Okay, so we got a little more angle. Now this thing's gonna wanna, unless we hit it thick. See? Spoiler. Okay, so we got a little back cut. Let's just hit it at normal, kind of like we just want to make it speed, okay? First shot of the day. Okay. All right, we go all the way down to the end rail. That wasn't hit hard. Do we agree? We agree. It wasn't hit hard. And then we watched the natural rolling angle. Came right down to there, okay? So it came through. I think it was pretty thick. It didn't look like it hit the rail, but in general, the thickness is only gonna change it a couple inches here, but it's right in that area. So we kind of pay attention because we're learning, right? We're here to learn. Okay, so how do we hit it softer? Well, let's see, can we hit it and stay above this zone right here and maybe go between these two zones, this diamond and this diamond? Let's try it. And the way we do it is we get a little less length in our lever. Okay, and we didn't quite cross over. We're a little bit short. So, okay, lever length is how we control speed. Longer lever, more energy. Shorter lever, shorter speed. Not bridge length, lever length, okay? Because why do we do that? Okay, because we want to accelerate, not decelerate. So if we're trying to hit, we'll get there shorter. I'll show you the accelerate. Just remember that. Okay, so let's try it again. We're drilling, we're trying to find our zone just short of that. Okay, so we're gonna find that zone first. We need a little longer lever. And that's in the zone. We'll call that good. It's not the center of the zone, but it's good. Okay, so now we're hitting a little softer. Oops. We're hitting a little softer. We'll go back to that zone one more time. Okay, right in the middle of the zone. It's good. We like it. Same line, we're right in the same line. We're just stopping right there. Okay, should we come up a zone between here and here? Got to hit it softer. We still want to accelerate. We're just gonna have a little shorter lever. Okay, and we're on that same line, and we are in our zone, almost in the center. We'll do that one again. Want to prove it, want to back it up. Still hitting a high rolling ball above center, just a shorter lever, and accelerate through. Almost the identical shot, and I just accelerated through. I even announced it when I was shooting it. Ha ha ha. Okay, so now we're going down, we're moving our zones, we're hitting it softer. Or let's call it less energy because we're still accelerating through. Now we'll come up to this zone. Okay. Still the high ball. Oopsies. Still the high ball. And we just crossed into that zone. If we call this the beginning of our zone to here. Diamond to diamond. Okay, so we crossed in. So the whole trick there was the shorter lever with the acceleration. So it went from here, it starts moving here where it's just a little bit of wrist and fingers, okay? Let's try it again. There we go, that's not too thick. Actually, it was on the thin side, and we hit it right between our zone there, okay? It's good. And we're just working on hitting it softer and pocketing the ball and not freaking out and not thinking, I don't know, it's like, for me, this is how I practice it, okay? So if you're feeling anxious, if you're feeling stressed, like I don't feel stressed at all shooting these shots. I like it. I like all the shots I hit. And the reason why is because I've been training at different speeds and different lever lengths, let's call it, for a while now. So I'm used to changing speed and being able to control my speed. And if you watch, I think I missed my first shot in these zones by, like, I landed on the line. And then other than that, I've hit every zone. And it's not an accident, it's not feel, it's not, I mean, it is feel, but it's because I know how to hit the shot and control my lever and accelerate, right? So let's do it again. Now we're gonna see, like, I don't think I can stop short of this half line here and go into this diamond and this without any English. I mean, I have to hit it really, I'm gonna go high and I'm gonna accelerate through. See, might not get there. Now, which is totally cool, totally fine, because I'm learning. I still have more room to go. Like, I got another, couple inches of energy. So let me see. And I'm not hitting anything but a high center ball still. So let me try it again. And let me see if I can hit it a little thicker. There we go. And it barely made it, and I got close, right? I got close. So if that's about as soft as I can hit it with the shortest, with them still accelerating, with a high ball, not changing any English, that shows me what's possible. I'm basically, if I thick it in and roll it and I don't hold my breath, but like, it's a sweat whether it's gonna go or not. I'm learning, that's all. I'm not saying that's even the right shot or the correct shot, but what I'm saying is we need to hit these shots so that we know that when we get into a game that we have this type of shot available to us, right? And that we can come down on the ball without changing much, just stay high in the ball and then just small, like low, like short lever and accelerate through like that. And it's very similar result. I mean, it's almost the identical shot. And we want to be able to hit that shot because we want to be able to hit all the shots, right? And it's having the ability to hit the ball with different lengths of stroke, not bridge length, but stroke length, to learn how to hit a natural rolling ball at different speeds. Okay, well now we can hit the same shot and we can change the variable of just aiming a little lower on the cue. We're still not hitting draw or drag or anything. We're just gonna hit a little lower and we're gonna hit it thick. And that didn't really change much, okay? We tried. It hit the exact same shot. And I wasn't really changing or manipulating the cue ball. I was just dropping the tip down and seeing if I could get it to just kind of slide a little bit, okay? So then I'm gonna drop the tip down a little further, like below, one tip below center-ish. Accelerate. And we're kind of coming into the same spot, okay? Same spot, same spot, same spot. Which is good. And maybe I didn't go where I thought I did on the tip, and maybe I hit a little thinner than I thought. It doesn't matter. We're just learning and watching and trying to pay attention. Okay, so now let's go even a little lower. And I'm not drawing the ball. I'm just wiping it. See there, now we start stunning it. Okay, when we get that low. Now we start really stunning it. And you're gonna notice, when we start stunning it, we start changing the angle. Okay, I wish I had enough. This angle that came off there was like a little bit of a stun angle. The rolling angle came through more like here. So we pay attention to that, and we're learning and we're watching and trying to figure it out. So then we're like, well, maybe there's a ball here and we don't want to stun and hit that ball, but we want to roll through, but we want to roll through soft. So we hit it again and we try to figure out, can we aim a little higher and drag it a little bit and push it forward like that and hit it thick? And the answer is yes. That ball was inside the stun line and it was inside this line. So we take our time and we go through the details of these shots and we learn. We're learning. We're learning what happens, right? I always talk about like the physics and the geometry and biomechanics and stuff. So there's not really a lot biomechanically happening here, but there is a lot of happening with physics and geometry. Because as we change the physics of the ball, it changes the angle. So now we have the shot and we like it. Now we have a shot that we're sort of working on and we understand what can go wrong and we're hitting the same shot. So now we're gonna hit it thick. We're gonna give it just a little wipe, down, low, like that. And now we're finding out, oh, it's almost possible. We've got to hit a little bit harder and we'll be right at that half line. So, cool. Let's do it again. So it's low, and then we're gonna push it through. And that one was a more stunny, where I lost my line over to the side a little bit. And then we pay attention and we look, and we're like, yeah, okay, so let's mark it. Let's mark it. We're starting to see that our stun line is gonna come down this way, and we're gonna see if we can hit it inside that dot. So we're gonna hit it thick. There you go. Oops, a little too thick. But we're inside quite a bit. We're inside that line. Okay, so let's try it again. Oops, okay. Little soft, but we're nicely inside that line, and we were a little thinner, so we got a little extra energy. Okay. So what I'm trying to do is stay inside this line and stay inside this half line. So just so you guys know, this is where I'd like to try to get to. I feel like I got here before. Like that's about as far as I want to go, and that's about as inside as I want to go. I think it's possible, but I'm going to need to hit it thick. I'm going to need to kind of wipe it. And I need to hit it a little harder. Now we're really close though. We're really close. We're inside there. We might end up crossing across. I don't know. We'll see. We're getting close. But you know what we're doing right now? We're practicing hitting it soft. And you know what I'm not doing? Getting upset, caring about the outcome. I'm learning. I'm trying to hit this shot and see what's possible. Oh, and we're close. Now we're getting close. Now we're warming up, okay? Because we had a little room to roll forward. We had a little room to get it thicker. Everything was going in the right direction. We had the acceleration. We stayed on our inside line. We didn't deflect. We didn't drag it. There we go. Oh, it's still not enough. We're close. Okay. So we keep trying, keep trying. Let's try again. So now I've been worried about this line here, and now I'm really aiming. I'm really going down the correct line. So now I just need to get a little bit lower and a little bit harder. like that. Okay, now that stayed between the two lines. It was a little stunnier than I like, but it was hard enough to go. It had plenty of energy to get there, and I was hitting them and they were landing on the lip. So I'm liking that adjustment. I need to hit a little harder. I needed to go a little lower, and it kind of stunned me here. So I'm trying to see, is there like a pure shot to get on that line? Nope. Close. A little harder. I had pretty good, I had some energy left too. So let's keep going. Trying to go to that spot. No, it's not enough. Okay, cool. So I need to lengthen out my lever. Lengthen out my lever just a little bit. We're talking about a small percentage. The low strike is fine. The thickness is okay. There we go. And we're ending up on the inside of this dot. It was like right here, so it wasn't, yeah. So this is the line that I had. This is the line that I ended up on, and I'm trying to look for this line. And when I'm hitting this, I'm not gonna just keep letting it sit on the lip. I'm gonna have to figure out a way to hit it a little harder, because now I wanna start making them. Like that. So now we're good. See, now we're good. Now we're very close. We're right between them. We're coming up on this line. We're starting to squeeze. We're starting to squeeze out an answer, right? I had to hit 4 or 5 or 6 shots too soft to squeeze out the answer. And even if I go back and do it again, I'm like, no problem. I got a little too into where the cue ball's gonna end up. So, okay, so now I gotta get ahead of the cue ball. Like I talked about behind and ahead of the cue ball, there's a video on it. I need to get ahead of the cue ball, meaning I need to just connect to this shot, trust my mechanics, understand that I might blast through, but I gotta hit low and accelerate. Like that. See, that's a little more feel, a little more natural, okay? And I blew by my zone by a half a ball or a full ball, but I'm really close to where I want to be. So that might be the acceptable zone on this shot. Anything softer might end up like table rolling off or whatever. So we're gonna go with that shot. There we go. And now we're hitting it. Yep, and we're right really close to our mark. Okay, the mark's right, you can kind of see it. It's right here, cue ball's here. We're good, good, good. So now we're hitting it soft. Now we're hitting it with acceleration. Now we're getting on this line. We're off of this overcut line. We're hitting it thick. We're not stunning. That overcut, that line there, this line was a stun line. We're hitting it on a low, wipey rolling line. See, that's more of a stun line. There we go. I stunned right to it. And it's good to know when I hit it, I'm like, okay, that was more stunny. So that means that I wanted to wipe it and I actually started too low on the tip. So try it again. Yep. And there's nothing wrong with watching that ball go in like that, nice and soft, and watching this. And this is how we learn. This is how we do it. And now I'm starting to see, like, I really have to get lucky to hit this dot. I'm really about a ball past it to be kind of like about as good as I can hit it. But it's good to have the dot there just as a reference point. There we go. Ooh, I think this table might have a little, which is fine. Okay, I mean, I can get it looked at or whatever, adjusted. Not too worried about it. Okay, and then the only other thing I'm doing is I'm getting a little lighter on my grip. That's my little biomechanic hack. There we go. That's about my pure shot on that shot, is to be about a ball past this and a little bit inside. So that's what I would do on that shot. And then let me run it a little bit longer so I can give you some pointers, okay? Because now that I've hit it, I'm like, well, it's a little bit of a nerve-wracking kind of feel, honestly. Because you don't know, because now I'm like, well, I don't know, does the table roll off a little bit? It's like, okay, it might, right? Well, what's the solution to that if we know that information? Call up Tim Tunjum and say, hey, Tim, come adjust it. That could be one of the solutions, but in the meantime, Timmy's a busy guy. I don't really care, so I'm gonna hit it just a little bit harder. Okay, so now I'm gonna move my dot to where my reality is, not where I wish it would go or hope it would go. And my reality is, my new pure spot reality is up, sorry. It's up about a ball width right here, and a little bit closer to here and up about a ball width. Okay, that's my new reality of where my pure shot is. And now I'm gonna aim for that pure shot. And then the thing that I'm saying is, because it's a little nerve-wracking, because I'm trying to find the shot, because I'm a little bit behind the cue ball, all that stuff, well, now I'm gonna work on being loose, like holding it gently, and I'm working on accelerating, and I'm working on not moving. I'm not gonna get up until the ball stops moving. So now I'm gonna fold on my shot, get down, design it, loose, go. Now I'm ready. Now I got the right strike. Oh, down low, once, twice. Okay, so now I'm gonna start over, because I don't go super high in the cue ball and then drop down and remember what I'm doing. Now I have my design shot. I practice starting over, I get down, I come in, I fold, I'm down where I wanna be, and I don't move, even if it's not gonna make it there. I'm watching, ball in hand from my opponent. Okay, no problem. Super close to my spot, good to go. So then do a little 50-80, as my people call it. Okay, we're gonna try it again. So that was nearly pure. It just needs a little more acceleration. Not gonna move until it's done rolling. And I review the shot and I stunned it, because I'm on my stun line. I got my stun line memory going. So a little too low, good pace, a little too hard, a little too low, and it's too stunny. There we go. Okay. Good. It was a little past my line, but it's pretty good. Stayed down until it stopped rolling, loose grip, commitment on the shot, thick, push, loose, send it in, watch, calm, good. So reality is, it's actually past that point. So I'm gonna have to get a little lucky to land on that dot, or land short, like right on it. Meaning not lucky, but I'm gonna have to hit like a shot that's like the combination of everything, where it barely drops over the lip. And I understand that, I'm okay with it. So I'm just trying to hit it as close as I can to that spot in the meantime. Like that. Okay, it's right close, that's really close to the dot. Like I squeezed, all elements stayed down till the ball went in, and I was just past it to the stun side of it, let's call it. Shoot these backwards, you'd call a foul. Okay. Let's do it again. So now it's loose in my grip, down. I don't think I hit it hard enough. Oh, that's what I see my students do. They do that. They stand up and it's nice. That's good. They know they did something wrong. So if I tell them not to move until the ball stops rolling and they jump up, then they get back down just like I did. So that's awesome. Okay, let's do it again. Got to get in front of the cue ball, get on the thickness. There we go. I love it. I love it. Oh, I'm marking it before it goes. Oh, give me an F. F for following my process. Probably about I'd say like a B plus for the shot, maybe an A minus. So now I just correct and I say, okay, let's stay down this time. I'm not moving until the shot's completely over. Okay, good. We're finding what's possible. See, that's about as much as I can get out of it. I maybe could squeeze, obviously I could squeeze it back a little bit, but that's pretty good. So we got to hit at that same pace, a little bit thicker. There we go.